Tiffany talks, let your truth shine bright. In a world so loud, let's find our way. Together we'll share. Come one day. Real Tiffany talks, let's make a change. You're part of the journey, come take the stage. Speak your mind, let your heart be free. With every story, we're creating harmony. So let's break the silence, let's break the mold. With courage and passion, let the truth unfold. Every voice matters, every tale is gold. In this space of love, we'll be bold. So let's break the silence, let's break the mold. With courage and passion, let the truth unfold. Every voice matters, every tale is gold. In this space of love, we'll be bold. Together we rise, together we stand. Hand in hand, we'll make a brand new land. Real Tiffany talks, we'll light the spark. In the darkness, we'll leave our mark.
Hi. Welcome to Real Tiffany Talks. I am so happy that you came to join me one more time. And please don't forget, because you came back, and if you've been listening to me so far, I've taught you so many things, how to manifest, how to get aligned, how to go upon your journey. But I am so excited because we are in Women's Month. Women, what did I say? Women's History Month. And along comes Women's History Month. Why am I so excited and why am I so biased? Because I'm a woman. But tonight's guest, I am so excited to have her because one thing to know someone just in business, but I've gotten to work alongside this young lady, my special guest tonight. And her name is Caia McDaniel. She's a Medicare broker specialist, and she's come to share some of her expertise and so many amazing things that I've seen that she's done in the community. I mean, you're talking about she's a top producer in the insurance industry. 15 in her region, number 15. So I'm just so grateful to be attached to somebody that's winning. It says iron sharpens iron, and I plan in 2025 bring people to my platform who are doing it day in and day out. But enough for me. Let's bring her to the platform. Look at her. See where she's at. Hi, Caia. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you came for the invite. I would have it no way. I was just telling the people, all that we can squeeze in for, 30 minutes to give them a highlight why I brought you on to my platform of Real Tiffany Talks, because I want you to share some insight, your journey and things, and you as a mother, you have two beautiful children. Mm-hmm. And could you share your professional journey with us? What inspired you to pursue your current career as a Medicare broker?
Absolutely. So I'll say way back 2008, I was working at a staffing agency, and I was the manager of that agency at that time. And I'm like, okay, Caia, what else is there to do? Like I couldn't go any further in that particular position. So I'm on Indeed applying for positions. I saw a job with Humana, and it was an administrative position basically. So I applied for that, got the job, worked there for about 2 years. And while I was there, my manager encouraged me to get my license. So basically my role there at Humana during that time was to support agents. So like I said, my manager encouraged me to get to get my insurance license. She's like, Caia, it's money. Like, you're helping people. You've got a family to provide for, and so I took her up on it. I mean, they paid for me to go through the licensure class, and I did what I had to do to take the test, to obtain my license. Now, I will say the first time I took my test, I failed. And as you know, Tiffany, that license and health, that life and health test is, you can't really prepare for it. You don't know how to study for that test. But I failed. called the one who was going to be my manager and told him, hey, Tim, I failed this test. I did not pass. And he's like, hey, it's okay. He said, coincidentally, we've got a hiring freeze. We can't hire agents right now anyway. And I'm like, okay. So that gives me time to, regroup. Took my test again, passed it. Positions were available for agents at that time with Humana. It was just kind of like I guess delay doesn't mean a denial, like it worked out perfectly just like it was supposed to. So again, that was back in 2010. By 2015, I was doing a goal check. I'm like, okay, what's next? Where are you? You're an agent now, but what's next for you? So I'd seen some other agents, they kind of left and became independent. They weren't strictly with Humana at this point.
Right.
And they're out making more money. They've got more products to offer. You don't have to walk in a house, and if that particular company isn't a fit for you, you're just, you don't have anything to offer. So right. I was like, okay, so let's do 5 years. I normally do my like 5 increments as far as big goals go. So I was like, okay, 5 years, you need another plan. And so my 5-year plan was to be an independent agent. And let's see, that was 2015. March of 2020, COVID. That was my 5-year mark. COVID hit. So we are working from home. They're sending out all these emails and saying, okay, you're not going back in the offices. You can't go to people's homes. Y'all about to be telesales agents. I was like, okay, no, I can't do it. I personally, that wasn't, I'm used to interacting.
I remember.
Yes. And I was like, okay, no. So coincidentally, I'm not realizing I'm at my next 5-year mark, because that was 2015 that I had said I want to be an independent agent. Say June, July of 2020, it dawns on me, girl, it's your mark. This is where you're supposed to, make some more decisions. To August of 2020, I turned my resignation letter in to Humana, and I stepped out on faith and became an independent agent. So looking a little further down the line from that, my next goal was to have an agency, have agents under me, open up my own, have my own insurance agency. That happened a little sooner than I expected. It came a little quicker than my 5-year mark, because I did that within 3 years that I was an independent agent. And so you mentioned, did anything inspire me to?
What have been some key milestones?
So that was it, just failing my test from the initial time I took it to owning my own agency. So, though the bumps in the road between COVID and, positions not being available, to pressing forward and, doing what we have to do.
Right. So then, what do you consider what motivates you and what drives you in your profession, and particularly as a woman in your field?
Okay, so I would say, and it may sound cliche, but honestly, my children. You mentioned I have 2 kids. They're big babies now, but with them growing up, they always heard, you making me so proud, your love, just always positive reinforcement. And with them being older now, it's kind of like they feed that to me now. With me, as soon as I told them about me doing my agency, that's all I heard. So proud of you. I'm trying not to cry.
I know, I see it. When you start telling your story, you don't realize how far you came, do you?
Yes.
Well, I love that. See, it's real conversations. It's real conversations, because you don't get to talk about your journey a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But just to be a single mom, divorced mom, and of course their dad's in there, divorced mom, for them to see me going from, working a up under someone to having my own office that they have the key to, it just,
Yeah.
that motivates me. That
Yeah.
absolutely, it makes me proud that they're proud of their mom.
Well, I'm proud of you from one mom to the next, and I always love, because one thing I wanted to say, Kaya, I don't just invite women on my platform. It's not good enough to just be a good woman in business. I want to see women that are good mothers and role models, and I consider you that in the community. Just your smile, your what you bring to every room. Those things are to be celebrated. We shouldn't be like, oh my God, she has something I don't know. We are all so resilient. Women are
Yes.
when that comes out. But I totally understand. Trust me,
Yes.
but that's why I want people to tell their story much so you can know if it's moving you. And I'm pretty sure some of them happy to like, I didn't even know I came that far. Like, So
Right. Right.
so
Just to
that
make them.
but I'm gonna let you get yourself together and we're gonna have a break from our
Okay.
So you already told us, okay. And we're
Okay.
gonna have a break from
Okay.
our sponsors.
Okay.
My name is Tiffany S. Carter. I'm the host of Tiffany Talks. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, but I'm sitting here in Kissimmee, Florida with Westgate Resort because guess what? I'm their partner. I am so grateful that I partner up with Westgate. We're the gift that keeps on giving. You know where to get the free stuff. You know where to get the vacations. Share your time with Westgate, where we love to go on vacations. I don't work for cars, homes, or any of those things. I work for vacations. Come and join Tiffany Talks. But here at Westgate Resort, we welcome you where all the fun is happening and you're invited. Let's vacation together. Click the link below.
Well, for our next part two, you heard Caia McDaniel, and she is already giving you so much knowledge of her why and why she doing this. And so now it's time to say, what do you have next? What's going on? So I gave her a moment to get herself together because I always love real conversations, and I know that there are happy tears, but in celebration of Women History Month, we always want to put women who are role models in the community. And like I said, we're not just growing businesses, establishing business, but we're also raising babies and being role models to our family. So I love that. And where she's at, we're gonna bring her right back.
Okay, I'm good.
And
Uh-oh. I lose you, Tiff.
there we go. So we have some bad weather. I'm sorry. Okay. I was like, what is happening? All right. So, from our partners and sponsors of Westgate Resort, you saw if you want to win a free trip, get at me. Like, share, subscribe. Real Tiffany Talks. I'm on IG at Tiffany S_Carter. Also at TikTok at Real Tiffany Talks. Then you can go on over to YouTube to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Real Tiffany Talks. And you already know the hashtag. Real conversations are happening where you are part of the conversations. Welcome back, Miss Caia McDaniel. So, Miss McDaniel,
Yes, ma'am.
in your opinion, what are some of the biggest challenges women face in your industry today, and how do you think these challenges can be overcome?
Okay. So I would say probably the biggest one would probably be, some people have the stereotypical, I don't want a woman insurance agent. I'm used to the insurance man. It's
Yeah.
typically a male dominated field. Of course, we've changed that. But that I honestly have to say I haven't really ran into that, I guess, ignorance, because we know just as much as the next
The
person.
women leader, right?
Absolutely. We're able to do it all. We're passing our insurance license test, opening businesses, and doing all that while raising our children. So I would just say, if someone were to encounter that, just the proof is in the pudding. You do your best work, put your best foot forward, and show that you're just as knowledgeable as anyone else when it comes to, this insurance industry.
Right, right. So, what advice will you give to young women who are looking to follow in your footsteps or pursue a career in probably a traditionally male dominated industry?
I would say just go for it. Go for it. A lot of times we are capable of doing hard things. We're capable of doing difficult things, but a lot of times we'll stay stagnant. We'll stay in places that we know we've outgrown. As far as jobs, well, not just jobs, but in general. But as far as, like, for me, for example, before I took my license test, I was like, well, I'm sorry, right after I passed my license test to move into being an agent, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm about to leave the office, the confines of my office. I know what I'm doing here, being on the admin side, to selling insurance. I don't know what I'm doing. So the fear of the unknown, don't let that hold you back. Like, leap, take the leap. God got you. He's not going to let you fail, and he'll open up doors for you. It's up to you to walk through them. Don't block your own blessings. We're capable of doing hard things.
Awesome. We are capable of doing hard things. And like I
Absolutely.
tell my children, there is no easy street. If you find
Exactly.
it, let me know. So,
Exactly.
what do
Exactly.
you wish you had known when you started? If you had to give another piece of advice, like, I know you said, hey, let's go out here and you just get it done. But give a piece of advice to those that are on the journey of getting their insurance license, or thing, like a couple of things they need to do. And even, how can they connect? Are you open for mentorships and stuff like that? Things like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would say make sure you study before, of course you have to get your license. And that's a process that you used to have to take a pre-licensure class, and they've eliminated that now, but you don't have to take that class. Highly recommend you still do, just because you
Mhm,
don't know, you don't want to walk into that blindly.
mhm.
Um, but just study, do all you can do to prepare. Reach out to someone, like you just said, Tiffany. I'm absolutely open if anyone has any questions as far as getting into the Medicare insurance industry. Absolutely open. I'll be happy to, tell you what I did, the ropes. One thing I would say that you are absolutely amazing at, Tiffany. I know we haven't known each other for a long time, but I see you. And it's absolutely amazing to watch you in your element. The way you can talk to a crowd, the way you network and just navigate, in any type of situation you're in, it's inspiring. So that is one thing that I would say I'm not that great at doing, but just to watch you doing that, it's amazing. So that's something that I would say I personally should be better at. It's something that I need to work on myself. So I just want to let you know I'm watching you.
Well, you see how you smile. You see how you just smile. Own your smile. My dad used to say, own your smile. And my uncle used to say, you have $1 million smile, use it to, pave your way. And you do. You have $1 million smile, Kai. All I do is I'm happy to meet people. I'm happy to meet all types of people because I know everybody has a story.
Right.
And it's so fascinating. And when you in the business of the people business and you've dedicated your life to it, you just got to get good at understanding that everybody has a story. And I could be sitting at a desk, not saying there's nothing wrong with it, but seeing the same people day in and day out. But that's not my gift. My gift is meeting new people every day. So I just got good at me. I love people, and I know that you love. So that's all. Just own your smile. Just own your smile.
Right.
So go on.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, I'm done. I was done.
I was gonna say one other thing. With the industry that I'm in, it's lucrative. It really is. You make what you sell. But I will say it's also very, very rewarding. You meet with someone that possibly couldn't have afforded their medications before, or you're saving them hundreds of dollars as far as medical expenses and things that they can't afford. So it's really rewarding. That's the true fuel behind, this industry for me. Like it's to, I'm helping people.
Right.
And I with just like you, we're in the industry of helping people, being servicing people. So
So and I love that. But I'm so grateful that you stopped by here today and bless my platform. Because I always want to give people information that they can use. And they might not think they need information, but Medicare, tell them you can qualify for Medicare. We don't want you to before 65, but you can. If you take disability out of these different things and these different conversations, or even your parents, your uncles, or anything, if you're a caregiver, you just will not know this information. So I really encourage you to reach out with a Caia McDaniel Medicare broker or any broker. Just know the information without opting into these options. Because once you opt in for your parents, if it's not changed by March 30th, March 31st, March 30th, or whatever, that's what they have to have for the all year. And you want to know, even in your parents or whoever you're caring for, you want to know what's going on in their life, even if it doesn't apply to you. So I am so grateful that Caia, anything else, because it seemed like you really had something to say to your children, and you could get that because you got all emotional. You like me, I be like, when I talk about my children, I just be like, oh my goodness, 'cause I think it's just a blessing to motivate your kids and not just show them a role model, but be the role model that you're showing. So I have a mushy heart for that stuff. So what do you have going out, Caia, for us?
Yeah, so I just want to encourage everyone, my children included, encourage everyone, just go for it. Take the leap of faith. Like I said, God got you. Like we just said, it's not an easy road. Nothing you do is gonna. If it's too easy, it's probably not the right thing. It's probably not worth it. So,
it's probably not worth it.
It's
You're
probably
right.
not worth it if it's too easy for you. So, but I just want to encourage everyone. And again, Tiffany, thank you so much. I see all the things you've done in the community and the time that I've known you. Like you're amazing. So, thank you for inviting me to your platform. I'm very thankful, very grateful.
And I'm thank you for blessing my platform and always being a helping hand for whatever. If I want to fly a kite, can you send me one more kite?
Let me know, girl.
So I'm glad to have partners in the community that believe in one common goal, and we want to change the community. And it's one person at a time, touching one person at a time. So thank you so much for blessing my platform, Caia. And we will see you. And thank you for having this conversation when you were a part of the conversation, Caia McDaniel.
All right. Talk with you soon. Thank you.
So tonight you heard from Caia McDaniel, Medicare broker in Decatur, Alabama, one of my partners in the community, and she is on fire at her agency. That is her agency. So please go follow her, Caia McDaniel, on Facebook if you have any questions about mentorship. And I thank you again for being here another time with spending time with Tiffany Talks, where were a part of the conversation. And please continue to listen and follow Tiffany Talks on all media platforms, on IG Tiffany S_Carter. Also, Tiffany S. Carter on Facebook, Real Tiffany Talks on TikTok, and Envision Radio. You can listen to me in Envision Radio that comes on Roku on Mondays and Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you also can catch this on Tuesdays and Thursday evening. So, Real Tiffany Talks, where conversations are happening and you were just a part of the conversation.
Welcome to the show where voices rise. Real Tiffany Talks, let your truth shine bright. In a world so loud, let's find our way. Together we'll share. Come on, May. Real Tiffany Talks, let's make a change. You're part of the journey, come take the stage. Speak your mind, let your heart be free. With every story, we're creating harmony. So let's break the silence, let's break the mold. With courage and passion, let the truth unfold. Every voice matters, every tale is gold. In this space of love, we'll be bold. So let's break the silence, let's break the mold. With courage and passion, let the truth unfold. Every voice matters, every tale is gold. In this space of love,